Hey, this is Jeff. Welcome back to Fallout 4 roleplaying with the attack key disabled. Last week, Nasty Nate made it into the Institute, and they invited him to join. Thing is, I like the world better now than when they put me in the freezer. Last thing I need is a bunch of self-righteous eggheads and robot cops bringing back law and order for the best interest of mankind or whatever.
After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Sounds like a waste of time to me. The way I understand it, you got plenty of other problems you should be trying to solve.
It's just my opinion, of course, but I don't believe that every discovery needs to be useful. Sometimes we innovate for no other reason than to learn what's possible. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Not sure. The more useful your tech is to me, the more likely that would be, but I'm not really in the market for robot gorillas.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment.
I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Oh.
Well, that was productive.
Gotta say, that's looking more likely now than it was 10 minutes ago.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thanks. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Sounds like you don't trust me.
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Yeah, I'm sure it's best for everybody if they remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Shot it in the head. Hate to break it to you, but your Corsa wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Well, that was all real informative, but the real test of any shopping mall is the food court.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Ah.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. You're here. Glad you made it.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
What do you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious and great-tasting food supplements. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor, and Food Supplement 91 is our newest offering.
Let's have a look at the menu. Institute food packet. Hope it's Supplement 7. Alright, let's have a seat. Have a little meal. Well, that settles it.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
I don't know. You got no business sense. A 50% cut of nothing is still nothing. No use shaking down people that's broke and starving. Ask around. Most people say I brought more peace and prosperity to the Commonwealth since you thawed me than the Institute's done in 200 years. Sure, you got some fancy gizmos that might be useful, but I ain't convinced you got much else to offer me.
I see. It's not just about the gizmos, as you say. I hope you'll see that in time. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefine. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
But that's another thing. Gen 3s might be superior to the average peasant, but they got nothing on somebody like you or me, and they're buggy as hell. You should scrap them and start over with a better design.
There is no need for such drastic action. We are constantly working to correct any flaws that might arise. As you will soon see, we're also more than capable of reclaiming any synths that become a danger to the surface. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories, and why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Looks like Virgil played it straight with me, so I guess I owe it to him to see if I can find his serum while I'm here. And, you know, steal everything that ain't nailed down. Normally I'd say petty theft is beneath me, but all these gizmos are chock full of components and materials that are hard to find topside. FEV lab? That's what I'm looking for. Lucky for Virgil, they used a dollar store lock. Tripwire? Somebody didn't want visitors. Yeah, looks like Virgil wasn't kidding when he said he left in a hurry. Assaultron? Guess that's why they couldn't afford a better lock. Ah, Virgil wasn't the only one they turned into a green skin. Guess that's how he knew it'd work. And here's his serum. Now, if you read the terminals, the Institute tested FEV on people they abducted from the surface and released the survivors when they were done testing. So back in episode 9, I was wrong when I speculated they might be related to the Vault 87 supermutants, even though they search for green stuff for the same reason. That's the only way they can replenish their numbers. It also says Virgil left because his conscience bothered him, but it doesn't say exactly when he escaped, and I haven't found anything that states exactly when Sean became director. Even the fact that they never resumed the research could mean Sean didn't approve of it, or just that he thought it was a dead end that wasn't worth the resources. I'm sure that's all left deliberately ambiguous, so you can rationalize your decision whatever faction you decide to support, but Nate's not a big reader, and he wouldn't really care either way. And while I was looting the residential sector, I found a copy of Astoundingly Awesome Tales. Dog meat takes 10% less damage. Very nice if you like to take him as a companion. Anyway, let's go unload at Sanctuary Hills and meet that courser. Now, the Raiders, the Brotherhood, and the courser we're supposed to meet are in a three-way battle. And I think it's scripted because if you, I've never seen this go down any differently. Don't see no reason for me to get involved. We'll let them soften each other up, then take down the survivors. Are you kidding me?
Did it hit an artery?
I think somebody planted a vertibird magnet on me, Deke. I'll just have a little snack.
Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
I doubt you could keep up with us, Trenchcoat. Best you stay on the bench.
He's right. I don't need your little light show giving away my position. I got this covered.
I have no reason to doubt that, sir, but I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you.
Well, this is a really interesting situation. Deacon obviously doesn't like working with a courser, but he will because Des told Nate to infiltrate the Institute and do whatever it takes to gain their trust. And presumably X6 doesn't know who Deacon is, or else he just doesn't have orders to do anything about it if he does. And by the way, Libertalia is another one of my favorite locations in the game. The first time I played Fallout 4, I found it just exploring the map. I wasn't working with any of the factions yet, and there was a different raider boss. Gabriel doesn't take it over until after you get this mission from the Institute.
Oh, no, you don't.
But either way, it's very distinctive and does a good job of accommodating different tactics, whether you're a sniper or a tank. Although, if you're wearing power armor, be very careful. If you fall into the water, you sink like a rock and you'll have to abandon it.
Sloppy tactics, bad aim. This won't take long.
Well, unless you have a perk or items with water-breathing ability, but even then you'll have to walk all the way across the bottom back to shore.
Great.
Once you're on that big ship, it does get a little more linear, but out here in the flotilla, there are multiple ways across. Some of them are more heavily guarded, some have automated defenses, some are trickier to navigate, and some of them are dead ends, apparently.
You're really thorough. You know that?
Got that right, Deke. What was that? Picked a bad place to enjoy the scenery, Toots. X6, how did you get injured all the way over here? I already picked off the snipers, and the rest of them can't hit the side of a barn at this range. Thought coursers were supposed to be tough. Well, I'm heading over to the main wreck. See you later. Fat man. Glad I got her before she ever got off a shot. And a burial at sea for you. And the U.S. Covert Operations Manual for me. And here's what we're looking for. The captain's cabin.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
Like how you crawled in here ahead of me? All right, make it quick.
I will. I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say, B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Yeah, Sean told me all about the Gen 3 design flaws. Telling people to just press the reset button every time a device goes wacky is a cop-out from incompetent engineers. This guy's really got free will. It'd be better for everybody if I just whack him. Probably better for him, too.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
He's not a man, sir. He's a synth. A synth that's confused and dangerous. We can restore it to its proper functions, make it whole again. Sir, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
That's not even worth picking up, boss.
Deke, if you don't think cooking oil is worth picking up, you got a lot to learn. And over here on this crate, there's a unique shotgun. It's pretty good if you're a tank and you can go toe-to-toe with your enemies at close range, but really not that useful for Nate. All right, let's go topside and confront Gabriel.
Well done. Judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
Maybe you guys should try talking one at a time. So, how much plunder you got?
Ah, so you are here for loot, then.
What are you doing, boss? We can take these guys.
Keep your mouth shut! I know what I'm doing! We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you, freely, if you walk away afterwards. What do you say? Do I have your word?
Hold that thought. Wouldn't want to insult you by negotiating in my casual clothes. You have my word. Give me what you got, and we'll just leave.
This guy's no angel, but given the alternative...
The password to get into the stash is Mad Orca. Help yourself, my fellow pirate. We can always get more.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have my orders.
And since X6 is hell-bent on starting a fight in close quarters, time for the acrobat gear.
Aye. You know, ammo isn't cheap. Can we just pay you to play dead?
X6 uses the recall code and teleports back to the Institute with Gabriel, so it kind of sucks to be Deacon right now. But Nate's chances in a straight-up shootout with no cover, no chance for a sneak attack, and no maneuvering room are not very good. So I'm just going to go down here and take the tram back to sniping range. Put on some clothes. I always forget that after I use the acrobat legs. Okay, apparently X6 doesn't teleport back until all the raiders are dead.
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back.
All right, let's head back over and finish looting. I guess X6 would rather swim. And you may have noticed I had enough experience to level up once before the fight, but I was waiting on 2 perks that just unlocked at 26th level. Now I can take the 2nd rank of Concentrated Fire, so it doesn't take as many shots to hit targets at long range. And the 2nd rank of Gun Fu, for 50% bonus damage to the 3rd VATS target and beyond, which will greatly improve my chances in situations like the gunfight I just bailed on. Alright, I don't even want to think about how many trips it's going to take to get all this loot back to Sanctuary Hills, but a journey of 1,000 miles starts with 1 step, right? But not that one.
We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss. She calls the ops, gives the rah-rah speeches, but it's just an act. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, It's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
Think I'm really gonna fall for that?
Fall for what? Haven't you noticed that when I say the word, Desdemona does a 180? Hey, there's an intruder! No, I vouch for him. Then welcome! Every time. It works best that way. Gives me room to maneuver. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good. Saved a lot of synths. But we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
No offense, Deke, but you're a pathological liar. I don't believe a word you say unless it's watch your six or I'm out of ammo. In fact, I probably don't even believe you about the ammo.
Yeah, you got me. But you're gonna hear the same sort of lies elsewhere. There's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to spoon-feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing, what they're asking you to do. And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
Deke, at the end of the day, I'm gonna choose to smack you upside the head if you keep knocking my liquor off the shelf.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Did you expect it to?
No, of course not. It was far more likely that it would just blow up. But it didn't. You made it in. Were you able to find the serum?
Yep, got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed. Yes. It seems to have matured nicely.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to call it a day, and Nate can get back to the exciting life of a double agent next week. See you then.